Hello and welcome to Microchip Central. My name's Karis and today I'm going to be showing you how to register a microchip that you have implanted. Now you may be implanting a pet that you either own and want to keep in your account, or you may also be the breeder and wish to transfer the pet that you implant to the new keeper. You may also be implanting on behalf of somebody else, so there's various ways to go about registering the microchip if that is the case. So there's a few scenarios today that I'm going to walk through. Now first of all, you need to come to microchipcentral.com and sign into your account to get started. Now if you don't already have an account, you can register to create one. And once you're into your account, you'll be able to see pets that are in your account. So this is, for example, if you're keeping the pet or if you are also the breeder. Specifically for dogs, it is a legal requirement to actually make sure that that pet is registered into the breeder's account first before you then transfer it to the new owner. So to add a pet, come down to the Add a Pet button on the left here. And then you'll need to select whether you're implanting a pet that you own or that you own and are going to be transferring to a new keeper, or whether you're implanting on behalf of someone else, so it's going straight into their account. Now, as I've said, if you are implanting a dog and you are also the breeder, then it will need to go into your account first. That's a legal requirement. So select I am implanting my own animal, and then you'll need to complete this form here. So we'll run through and do a test today. So select the date of birth, and you can add additional information here such as the appearance, and then if you are the breeder you can add extra information about the name and any insurance details or vet details that you have. We will now need to add the microchip number in, and the implantation date, so the date that the pet was actually implanted. And then simply click Add Pet. So now we can go back to My Pets, and this is your dashboard where you can see all the pets that are in your account. So here is Test Dog, which we just created. If you are also the breeder and you're now planning to transfer the pet to the new owner, the way you'd do that is clicking Choose Action and then selecting Transfer. Now here you're going to need to type in the new keeper's email address and telephone number. The new keeper will receive an email and a text asking them to accept the transfer, and they will get a link within the email and text message directing them to Microchip Central, where they can either register to create an account, or if they already have an account, then they can just sign in and accept that transfer. So select Continue, and we now ask you to confirm the email address. Now it's really important that you get this correct because you don't want to be transferring the keepership of a pet into the wrong person's account. So click Initiate Transfer, and then you'll now get this confirmation message telling you that the transfer has been initiated. The new keeper will now have 7 days to accept the transfer of keepership, and this is for security reasons, so make sure you communicate this to the new keeper when you are transferring the pet. Now, if you're actually implanting on behalf of somebody else, so it's not your pet, you're not the breeder, you're just an implanter, then if you come back to My Account and then select Add a Pet, this time we're going to be implanting on behalf of somebody else. Now, the person you're implanting on behalf of may already have a Microchip Central account. In this case, you can simply ask them for their user ID and email address, and you'll be able to continue and just start adding pets to that account. If they don't know where to find their user ID, if they log into their account, come over to the top left here, they'll see My Profile, and this is where they can find their user ID. If they don't already have an account, you can create an account on their behalf. Simply click Create an Account on their behalf, and then you'll need to select whether they're a pet owner, a breeder, or a welfare centre, and you can select multiple options here. And you'll need to go ahead and actually complete this form on their behalf. So ensure you get all of these details correct, because it's really important when creating the account that you're not actually adding pets to an account that doesn't exist or an email address that doesn't exist. So ensure that those details are accurate when you collect them. So you'll need things like their contact number, name, email address, an address of where they actually live, and if they're a breeder you can add additional information here around their breeder license and local authority, and then simply click register. Now once you've done this, you'll be taken back to the add a pet page where you can actually start adding pets into that account. Now because you're creating an account on behalf of somebody else, they will need to actually verify that they want that account created. So we will be sending them an email as soon as you create the account, asking them to verify that they want the account created and come in and set a password. And at that point they will then see the pet appear in their account, and they'll be able to edit details, update the photo for example, and if they actually sell the pet on, they can transfer keepership. So I just want to share a few quick tips for when you're using Microchip Central. If you do have any errors when you're either creating an account on behalf of someone else or adding a pet to that account, you will have 3 days to actually make some amendments. So if you come down to My Microchips on the left here and then select Implanted Microchips, you'll be able to search all the people and all the microchips that you have created accounts for or implanted microchips for. And within those accounts you'll get 3 days to make any amendments. So you'll be able to come in here and make changes to email addresses or any of the pet details for example. And in the instance that you've done this, you'll have a notification at the top that will have sort of a countdown from those 3 days. So it's really imperative that if you do have any errors when you're creating accounts or adding pets, that you come in here straight away and make any corrections. Now, if you do amend the email address of an account that you have created on behalf of someone else, then we will send the verification email to that new email address that you've provided straight away. Now from within here you can also download a copy of the Microchip certificate. This facility again is only available for 3 days. The new keeper or the person who you have created an account on behalf of will be able to download the Microchip certificate from within their own account indefinitely. You can also view all of your available and implanted microchips again by coming down to My Microchips. And from here you'll see all available microchips that you have in your account, and you'll also be able to see the implanted microchips. And you'll only get to see the data for microchips that you have implanted. If they then transfer that pet on to somebody else, you won't be able to have access to the data of the person that they have transferred the pet onto. If you do create an account on behalf of somebody else but you don't add any pets to that account, you'll want to get back into that account that you've created and start adding pets. So over on the left here we've got the pending implant users, and if you select that you'll be able to see all the people's accounts that you have created where you haven't added pets. So you can just click into the account that you want to add a pet to, and you'll see the Microchip Central user ID will populate along with the keeper's email address, and you can just select continue, and from here you'll be able to start adding pets to that account. You can also view all completed transfers that you've initiated by clicking on the completed transfers link. Now this will only show you completed transfers that you have initiated and not information on any transfers that are carried out after that. So this tab will actually only appear once a transfer you've initiated is accepted by the new keeper. So there's a few quick tips to help you get the most out of using Microchip Central. We've also got an implanter's guide over on the left and a keeper transfer guide, so if you do need any additional support then you can always click into those and have a look through in more detail. If you need any additional help, don't hesitate to get in contact. You can call or email us and we'll be more than happy to help with any questions or queries you have. Thank you for watching.